Hey Queen, if you've been scrolling on social media and every time you check your phone, you're just consistently comparing yourself to people, you're thinking about why you're not good enough, you're thinking about why they have this and why you don't have that, or you're looking at what you have and you see that they got steak and potatoes on their plate, but you only got like chicken and sardines on your plate. You're consistently just every time you hop on social media, you're comparing yourself. It's time to stop. It's time to let that go, and it's time to change your mind and to focus on you. Stop trying to focus on what everyone else has going on and focus on what you can change, because the only people that we can change are ourselves. Today in this video, we're going to dive into how to stop comparing yourself to other people and how to just thrive in being yourself. One of the big issues that we have in this generation is that social media only shows us the highlight reels of everyone's life. It only shows us the highs. It doesn't show us the journey. It doesn't show us their late nights. It doesn't show us their tears. It doesn't show us their frustrations. It just shows us their money, their happiness, and what they got. We're not seeing the habits that got them to the goal. We're only seeing the goal. So we feel like, oh, okay, well, if they posted that they went to school and they graduated and then they got their big girl job, okay, well, I went to school and I graduated, where's my big girl job? But we didn't see the interviews that they went through. We didn't see them having 50 million internships and all the effort and time they put into getting that big girl job. And so when we don't see those things, we can just get in our minds and think that things are supposed to just come like this. Things are supposed to happen just like that. And there's no effort or work that has to go into it, but that's not how life works. In life, you have to work towards stuff and you have to be able to really decipher how you're going to get to that goal. You have to think about the habits that are going to get you to that goal and not just think about the big picture. In social media, if you're only seeing the big picture, that's the only thing that you're ever going to focus on. And you're going to become so frustrated in your small day-to-day life because it's not reaching the big picture that they posted. And sometimes, I'm not saying everybody on social media isn't happy, but majority of the time, people only post those highlight reels on Instagram or on TikTok or on Snapchat and Twitter, all those different things. They only post that so that people can think that they're having an amazing life, or so people can think that they're not going through the things that they're going through. And if they want to do that, that's fine. You just have to detach the expectations that you have of social media, detach that from what you think life is supposed to be, because social media is not life. Yes, technology is a big part of life, but social media is not life. And I'm not going to say it's not real, because some people really are happy out here. I'm not going to say it's not real. But you have to detach their reality from your reality. Just because somebody's living their life one way doesn't mean that that's how you should live your life. You really have to be able to see yourself as an individual in your life journey and not compare it to other people's life journey, by understanding that you don't know what it took for them to get there. You don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know what's going on in their head. Focus on your own journey. Focus on what you have going on, and you're going to be okay. And then another big thing is that alignment matters so much more than just doing a checkbox of things. Sometimes we compare ourselves to people because we have this checklist in our head of, y'all know that little thing we used to do in school where it's like first come love, then come married, then come baby in the baby carriage. Y'all know that? That's basically like a checklist that we've been conditioned to live our lives through. So if you're always going through life with this checklist and just always thinking that, oh, okay, well, if I get this done, then I'm going to have an amazing life. Then I'm going to have happiness. Then I'm going to have everything I want in life. No, you need to be focused on the things that you align with. Majority of the time, people are just taught things and they feel like, because I was taught this is how my life is supposed to go. So don't focus on that checkbox. Don't focus on what people told you. Okay, this is where your life is supposed to go. This is what you need to do. This is where you need to be. Focus on the things that you align with. If you want to do art, why are you studying economics? Or why are you in school for culinary arts? If you want to be able to, if you just want to be a painter and you want to travel the world and you want to do all those different things, why are you focused on things that have nothing to do with what you really want to do? Just because somebody told you that that's a checklist that you need to be able to say that you live life or to say that you accomplish life. No, you need to do the things that you are aligned with. Do the things that fit the person that you want to be. Don't get focused on, well, I need to make everybody else proud and I need to do this, I need to do that, blah, blah, blah. Girl, just focus on living your life. Another really big thing that is, y'all are probably going to be like, girl, you're reaching. But another big thing that people don't understand is feeding into them comparing people is this obsession with breaking generational curses. You're so obsessed with breaking generational curses that you're not living your life. You're not just experiencing life. Those things that happen before you, yes, you can break generational curses, and you can be intentional about the things that you do with your life. You can be intentional about the food that you eat. You can be intentional about your friends. You can be intentional about so many different things. But don't get caught up in trying to fix the hundreds of years of mistakes before you, that you take your life and you don't get to experience happiness and you don't get to experience joy because you're trying to correct everybody else's mistakes. And whether you know it or not, being happy genuinely and living your life is breaking a generational curse. There are hundreds of people who were not able to live their life, who weren't able to make their own choices, who weren't able to do all these different things, and you have the ability to do that. Don't become so obsessed with trying to be the one who's going to get it all perfect. You're not going to get it all perfect, and that's okay. Just live your life, breathe free, and be happy. That's gonna push you so much further in life than trying to break all these generational curses. And you're gonna look back when you're 80 years old and be like, oh my gosh, I never had an ounce of happiness because you thought that your life should have been dedicated to fixing everybody else's mistakes and fixing everybody else. No, don't spend your life trying to do that. Spend your life just being yourself. Spend your life just knowing that, okay, you may have come from this, you may have come from that, but you don't have to become that, and you can get to live your own life and be your own person. Like, I came from a very poor environment, very low income environment. And I went to middle school my middle school was mixed. It was like a charter school. So it was mixed with lower income people, middle class people, all those different people. And I would compare myself so much to them because I was thinking like, oh, I have to do this and fix all these different things for my family. I have to make sure I'm doing this, make sure I'm coming this way, coming that way, making sure I'm doing all these different things when they just showed up in school being themselves. They just showed up in school just living life because they didn't have to deal with all that baggage. They didn't have to deal with all those things. But if I could go back and tell my middle school self anything, I would tell her, leave your family, leave your friends, leave all those different issues at the door when you walk into school, and just let that moment and let those 8 hours of being at school be meant to be Deanna, and just living life and focus on herself and focus on what she has to do. Focus on all those different things. Don't look at people and don't analyze them and think, okay, well, I can tell that they come from this, they have this type of money, they have this type of parent. I was tell myself to stop analyzing and just experience. Just experience the people that are around me, take in what's going on, take in all those different things, and you're going to be okay. You don't have to perform for them. You don't have to perform for your parents. You don't have to perform for anybody. Just go in there and be yourself. Learn. And that's another big thing. Stop putting on a performance for everybody. You don't need to put on a performance for your parents. You don't need to put on a performance for your grandparents. You don't need to put on a performance for your siblings. You don't need to put on a performance for your friends. You don't need to do any of that. You just need to live your life and be yourself. Live your life and focus on the things that make you happy. Don't compare your happiness to anybody else's. Don't compare, oh, well, I need to do this because, well, don't think like, oh, I need to do this to make my mom happy. I need to do this to make my dad happy. You could do all that, baby, and they still probably won't be happy. They just keep asking you for more, 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 more. The gist of not comparing yourself to people is literally just being your authentic self and not trying to live up to anybody's expectations, not trying to be anybody's guinea pig, not trying to take on anybody's persona, just being yourself and just allowing yourself to experience life and just allowing yourself to make mistakes and to go out there and have the wrong ideas. Go out there and think you have it all together and then you fall on your face. That is what life is about. Comparison is a thief. Comparison is just like jealousy. It's just something that is trying to make you feel like, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, you're not this, you're not that. From your conception to your time to your death date, you have so much time on earth to just be yourself and to live. Don't waste this time trying to be something, trying to reach a certain bar, trying to make people happy, trying to do all those different things. Just be your authentic self. And that's going to stop you from comparing yourself to people. Just understanding that you can't make anybody happy. And you can't be anyone but yourself. There's not anybody else on this planet you can be besides yourself. That's the only person that you're ever going to be. You can try to get inspo from people. You can try to, take bits and pieces from people. But at the end of the day, the only person that you're ever going to be is yourself. This week, when you find yourself comparing yourself to people, I want you to tell yourself mentally, stop. I'm not them. They're not me. I'm myself. They're their self. Their life is theirs and my life is my own. I'm the creator of my own life. I'm able to define myself. I'm able to make my own decisions and to trust myself in those decisions.